It's Monday, 2 o'clock. We finished our trading. You guys, the live trades we took last week. We took them Friday morning. Or no, it was Thursday morning actually. Then Friday market closed at 5, and then we got stomped out on Sunday market open. Our first live trades with this strategy, so we're going to be risking 1% of this strategy for like probably 3-6 months. And then we'll transition to a bigger live account and then scale from there. Maybe head into some prop firms maybe. But we're just going to continue to practice our execution under live conditions, under live emotions. So it's going to take a little bit, but we're going to figure it out. But yeah, I picked up these Meta glasses yesterday. They're sick. I go out into the sun and it automatically shades, like it automatically tints them. It's sick. Like a POV. Unprofitable trader POV. I might be picking up a new camera. If I don't, I need to get a mic on this so it looks fresh and the audio is way better. We're going to go hit the gym in about 30-45 minutes and I'll catch you guys later. Oh yeah, we might have a trade today or tonight. If the daily candlestick closes at 5 into my area of interest, then I can take the trade. So I'll be waiting until London session tonight. So I'll update you guys if so, and I'll see you guys in a bit. We just got off work and we do have a trade for tonight. I was just looking at my markets. For USD CHF, right here, USD CHF, we have a pullback into this area of interest. So I'm anticipating price. We're both bullish on it. For weekly and daily, we're both bullish, so we'll be looking for buys. And looks like we're going to retest this high, last high. Every time we're above the AOI, we go up. Every time we're below it, we go down. We broke above that, and so now price is having a deep retracement into this area of interest, this blue zone. So I'm going to be looking for that trade tonight at London session. So we're going to be waking up around 1:30 a.m. in the morning. It's now 7:20. I just got off of work. I'm like debating to go to the gym or not. But since there's a trade tonight, I might not. Just because I want to have a good night rest and then wake up good tomorrow with a fresh, chill mindset. Not scattered mindset. But I'm still debating. But we have a trade tonight, so I'll let you guys know. I'll probably just film on the low camera webcam for you guys on that. But let's get to it. Probably next clip will be London session tonight. Bro, are you kidding me? They're the same size? Guess we're not taking the trade. Bro, they're the same size, so I can't even take the trade. So I guess we're waiting until 11. Might have it engulfing, but the two did not. Bro, it's cooked. So no trade yet. Whoa. The 2 hour had it engulfing. Boom, executed. We did off the 1 hour chart. I mean the 2 hour chart, because 2 hour had this massive engulfing. I've been back testing it, and it's pretty profitable. I mean, I only have 20 trades. That's why I was like hesitant, but each time I notice once my engulfing, like with the 1 hour and 2 hour, they both have engulfings. They're both similar sometimes, and sometimes they're not. And this obviously is a time where they're not, so I decided to take the trade. So we stayed up till London session last night. There was no trade, and I went back to sleep. I didn't care I had to trade, so we woke up this morning for New York session. We did take the trade. Show you guys we're on the trade right now. Boom. USD CHF, fit focus. Boom. Drawdown, a little bit of drawdown. Only risking 1% on the account, just focusing on execution and just under live market conditions. We went off the 2 hour engulfing instead of the 1 hour, so it was a bit different. It just felt weird because I'm used to going off the 1 hour engulfing, and I just started collecting data on the 2 hour, so it was a bit weird. It felt undisciplined. It wasn't like with my system, but realistically and common sense knowledge, the 2 hours is just a better candlestick because it's a higher time frame confirmation. It's mature or like more. It's a better time frame because the higher the time frame, the more higher quality it is. It's a higher quality time frame compared to the 2 hour to the 1 hour. So we just entered into the trade. We just got back from the gym and we didn't just hit, but we did hit take profit when I was pulling into the gym parking lot. I saw my Apple Watch. It was my broker popped up a notification. It said hit TP. I was like, whoa, what the heck? Because I just placed the trade this morning, so I guess maybe news had a huge spike up. Because I'll show you guys the trade. Bang. There's definitely news we could see real quick. Today's the 17th, 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. Look, USD, and we traded USD. So thankfully the news went in our direction. That's why we had this huge spike up, hitting a 1 to a. Oh, we had our take profit set to a 1 to a 2.5. That's that. We did hit take profit, and we might have a couple more trades this week, but yeah, pretty quick. I entered this morning. It's Wednesday, and it took a couple hours. I entered at 9 or 10 o'clock on the 2 hour engulfing, and now it hit my TP at pretty sure at like 2 o'clock or something like that when I was pulling into the gym. But yeah, that's that. It's exciting. That's like my second one in the market, so that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool feeling. I posted everything and, just documenting the journey. But very grateful that was able to happen. Very grateful I got into the market and I was able to do what I've done, do what I'm supposed to do. So it is Wednesday, so we might have a couple of trades this week. I'll let you guys know, but I just got home from the gym and we ate some lunch or dinner, I guess. And right now I'm just going to read the Bible and just chill for the rest of the night and maybe film some more videos for my other social platforms. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I just entered, but it's just this daily keeps... This candlestick hasn't closed, but if it closes like this, it's going to go under this breaker structure, which means it would be bearish, and then I would be entered into a counter trend trade, which I don't want to be in. I like being in a weekly, daily bullish. And I was posting on my Instagram, and I looked up, and then this was closing up, so I got rushed into the trade because I was like, oh, it's bullish, and then because I saw the 2 hour engulfing and 1 hour engulfing, so two of those, that's a strong, confirmation, and this 2 hours, 9 a.m., rejecting this round psychological perfectly. The higher time frame AOI is clean, so every time price is above it, we're going up. So I'm anticipating price to do that. It's just I was rushing to the trade. I didn't like it, but we are entered to Euro JPY right there. Boom. Hopefully this closes skinny. Because when I entered, it was like right up here. It was above this structure, and now it's below it. So now it's bearish technically. So, but we'll see you later. Set and forget. Oh well, we made a decision, so we're gonna stick with that decision. We're not gonna get out of the trade. We're just gonna stick with it. So we just got back from the we got back from the gym like a couple hours ago, but we have more trades this week. So we have 2 trades going for tonight, and it's Thursday night, so it's gonna be Friday tomorrow. So Thursday, so it's late in the week. We're in a live trade right now. We just took that early this morning, and we took another trade early on this week. So we're in our second trade, and we have 2 trades forming right now. They both close into the area of interest, so I will be waiting tonight for London session to wait for that 1 hour engulfing entry, and 2 trades. So we'll be taking 4 trades this week. So it's kind of a lot, but we're gonna pick out. Hopefully, maybe they both form, and I'm completely fine if they don't form. Completely fine without taking a trade. And if they don't form, then we'll wake up for a New York session, which we've been doing. But I'll see you guys tonight, and I'll film the whole thing. Bang, it's London session, 2 a.m. Oh, we might not be engulfing. I guess we entered in on the engulfing, which is now price is rejecting, so, and we're in drawdown in our other trades, so that's completely fine. Completely fine with losing. It's part of every system. We didn't have the best entry. As you guys see up here, the entry's all the way up here, so, oh well. Slippage was kind of not my favorite unless I just press at the wrong time. I could look back in the footage, but we're in the trade. Boom. We're in 2 trades. We're in drawdown in the other one, but we're not going to touch the trade. We're in drawdown, but it's okay. Price could reverse. Never know. I'm still going to hold. We haven't had a sit-down video in a little bit, but I just want to go over what happened this week. We took 2 trades. Yesterday we took a trade, we hit take profit. It was just because of the news. I looked at the Works factory, and it was news that made it go straight up, hitting take profit really quickly, because I entered at like 9 a.m. or no, it was 10 a.m. after the candlestick closed, and I entered, and it was like 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and it hit take profit when I was going to the gym. As you guys see, if you guys saw my social platforms. on my Instagram and TikTok. Or it was on my Instagram with the Dana Life with the Meta glasses. But yeah, we just hit a trade yesterday. We hit take profit, and then we just entered into this trade today. It was super rushed, like I just mentioned on the laptop up there. Yeah, I was just super rushed. But yeah, just want to update you guys with that. But the best thing I've done though with my life so far, like I've drastically improved my life. I drastically improved my mindset. I've drastically improved my trading, my content. You know, it just keeps going up from here. But the best thing I've done was give my life to Christ, because I would be nothing without Christ. I would not be doing any of this without Christ. If I didn't make that decision to buy that Bible about a year ago and read it every single day, I wouldn't know where I would be right now. I'd probably, would still be in college and wanting to, do this and do that, and not having the self-belief in myself to do the things that I want to do now, and not having the self-belief that I know I can accomplish this. I would probably still be in college, slaving away, doing work, doing what the teachers told me and trying to memorize shit, and, just going by the grades. And very blessed and very honored to be able to, get my mental space outside of there and just really just isolate myself every single day and putting my full trust into myself, into the Lord. And with me doing that, my life is just drastically improving. It's just going to keep drastically improving. Every day I come into, I'm getting 100% better. And I finished the Bible like a few months ago. The whole thing, it took me like 10.5 months to finish the whole thing. And that's, if you guys are trying to get closer with God, start reading the Bible every single day. It could just be a page every single day. That's still action taken. And guys, if you do that, it's just how you build a solid relationship with the Lord, and I promise you, your life will change. You start having this amazing confidence in yourself. When you start praying to God, speak in abundance to Him, acting like you already accomplished it, and He will give you all that's desired with Him. Like, everybody's journey is different with the Lord, and it says that in the Bible. Everybody's journey is different with the Lord. The Lord will allow it to happen if it's in His journey. If it's in His journey for you, He will allow it to happen. It's just amazing. Each day I come into, every time I pray to the Lord, I feel Him inside me. Here I have like a picture of it. I can show you guys what it feels like. See the person right there. Hopefully it focuses. Or like that. It's what it feels like praying to the Lord. It feels like that's what God's inside me. Because I always tell God that I'm nothing without Him. Get closer with the Lord. You can accomplish anything that you would want. And if you're going through negative times, if you're having fear whether this would work out or whether you should go into this skill, and your brain is telling you to do this or that, start getting a closer relationship with God, because I promise you He will change your life. He will change your mind to better ways. I promise you that He has done that for me. I used to live such a negative life. I used to have fear. I used to have worry and pride and egotistical to some things, and think I'm better than somebody else, which is not the case at all. We're all the same people. We can all accomplish the same things. So whatever I'm doing right now with my life, you guys can do the exact same thing. The only difference is that I gave my life to Christ, and I'm doing consistent action, which you guys can easily do if you guys truly put your mind to it and cut out the bullshit, cut out the social media, all that other stuff. But growing your relationship with prayer and the Lord. Start off with one prayer a day, then move on to 2 prays a day. Even just the smallest prayers matter the most. It's way better than not doing anything. That's the whole thing of growing a strong relationship with the Lord. Even a 5-second prayer is way better than nothing. It's the same thing with life. And when you guys read the Bible and you guys write down these notes, and because it was very hard for me to understand the Bible, but I did finish it. I understood some of it. I try to really interpret it, but there's a thing in my Bible where if I go back, I can look up if I'm feeling anxious or if I'm feeling fear, and then I can go back and it says a page, and I go back to that verse, and it shows what should I do in that moment, or how should I follow God in that moment. And I've also got this book. It's called Jesus Calling, and it talks about the Bible in there. It talks about what Jesus is wants. What does Jesus want you to do when you come across these moments of negativity, or pride, or being egotistical, and just stuff like that, all the other lust and sins and stuff like that. How to be a man of God, basically what it breaks down. It amazes me because sometimes when I go through, I'm going through a mental barrier in my life that day prior, and then I open up that book, and then it talks about that same thing. It's like crazy. This happened to me like 4 times so far. I'm going through this mental barrier, and then boom, the next day I crack open this book. I have not read this book before. I read 1 page. I read 2 pages every single day, or not every single day, 5 days a week, or 6 days a week, and I haven't read this whole book. And the fact that I go through a mental barrier, and then I read that same mental barrier that I was struggling with the day prior, and then I read that inside the book, is crazy. It is crazy. This happened to me like 4 times, and I believe it's all God. It's all Him. And once you guys are consistent with Him, He will show you He's real. He doesn't. You have to be consistent with the Lord. You have to keep knocking on the door. That's what it says in the Bible, I'm pretty sure. Keeps knocking on the door, and He will seek you. Keep knocking and knocking and knocking, and God will seek you because He loves you. And I've been doing this. I feel God's power because I've been consistent with the Lord for about 10 months now, or not even that, almost a year now. And I feel Him every single day I come into. I put Him first before everything I do. And guys, if you guys crack open the Bible, and even if you take a picture on ChatGPT and just plug it in, take a picture and plug it into ChatGPT, ChatGPT will break it down in simple terms, and you guys can learn from that. You guys can take notes, write stuff down, and I have this book, and I have 2 pages that I learn every single day that I pick up that Jesus calling, and I read those, and I read 2 pages I've filled so far with the knowledge I've learned, and I reread that, and it reminds me of what to pray for. And if I remember my negative, positive times today, and I start praying for that. But with me reading all that, I'm at least praying like 5 times. Because I'm remembering what that book said, and so I wrote it down so I can pray for that. And very powerful thing to do. Get right with Jesus, and you guys will change for the greater. And Jesus has amazing plans for me in the future. And it's just all happening slowly. And I'm very patient. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to do the work, and I'm willing to share the truth to others. I'm willing to, once I learn stuff, I give it to you guys. And I love doing it. I love filming content. I love trading. I love doing the things I love, and I love being consistent with the Lord, and I love just doing everything that I love. You know. But it's 1:50. We're going to go to the gym. A little gym sets. I think we're going to hit a little bit of biceps and shoulders, and we're out of there. Our schedule's been super wonky this week. But yeah, sip on this coffee and go hit the gym. I feel like all my videos is just me talking about going to the gym and trading. And, it might be boring right now, but in the future, we'll be filming a cool lifestyle, going on trips and traveling the world and owning this car and that car, and filming me purchasing my first supercar and my gold car and all my gold cars, and filming my car collection, stuff like that. All this cool stuff coming up, but for now, we're going to be patient. We're going to be patient with the Lord. We're going to continue to give my life to the Lord and continue to be consistent with Him, because He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I would be nothing without Him today. I would be zero. I would be non-existent. I don't know where I would be, but we have a trade going. Here, let's see if we're in take profit. Probably shouldn't be looking at this. Actually in blue. We're up a buck. We up $1.70. We up $1.70 on this trade. Let's check the trading view. We might have a trade tonight. I don't know yet. We took 2 trades this week, so that's kind of a lot. I'm not really wanting to take another trade, depending if it's clean or not. Here, I'm gonna go on the cleaner time frame. Is it focusing? I can't tell. Oh yeah, you can barely see it. Yeah, we're up $1.70, so set and forget about it. Get off the computer. Not worry about that. Anything could happen. I followed my rules. I was rushing the process, so now I know each time I come into the market, I'm not going to be on my phone posting a reel. I could have waited for that. But I love posting content for you guys. I love updating you guys. I love doing what I do. And this is just an awesome thing I'm able to do. And you guys are going to see it progress in the future. And I love doing what I do. I love showing up. And I love giving you guys the knowledge I've learned from me isolating myself and me just following Christ. Because Christ is the best thing that happened to me, as I had mentioned 150 times. But yeah, let's get to work. And I'll update you guys later, tomorrow. Today's Thursday, so Friday. We got work on Saturday, so boom. Update you guys later. Mentioned today. She's like, Michael, why don't you looking to get in personal training or get a certificate and go to school for it? And I was just like, that thought of school and just going to class and just looking at everybody just doing the same shit is just, it like makes me want to like, it makes me disgusted. Like that feeling of just, I remember when I had to go to school and it was just that horrible feeling I had. It was just like trying to go with everybody else. It was just disgusting. It's just like my mom just like reminded me of that when she's like, go back to school and just do this. And that just like completely threw me off what I was thinking of and like every single day of my purpose. And it was just a weird setback, but I overcame that. It was nothing, but I don't know. It's just that thought of going to school and listening to the teacher and just looking at everybody just looks like they're miserable, how they would they hate themselves to be there. And it's just, I'm so thankful I'm able to drop out of college. I know this shit is going to work out. I know I'm going to have 1 million followers on this YouTube channel. I know I'm going to have 1 million followers on all my social platforms. Why? Because I have full belief in myself. And I have full belief that this trading shit is going to work out. I believe that I'm going to be making 6 and 7-figure months. I'm going to have 7-figure months consistently. I'm telling you guys that right now. I'm going to have 7-figure months consistently. I'm going to do big things in my life. And when my mom mentioned that, those thoughts came back of fear, fear of dropping out of college, fear of doing this, fear of doing this and that. And Jesus has helped me from that. Jesus has given me the ability to have full trust in Him. And with me having full trust in Jesus, I have full trust in myself because God has made me. And that's what I owe Jesus. I owe to trust myself because He built me. He has made me. He knows the ins and out of me. There's a reason why I think this way. There's a reason why I was always different. There was a reason why I was always different. There's always a reason why Jesus has put these desires in my head. And now I'm following His journey because I have full belief in myself and I have full belief in Him. But yeah, it's just that horrible feeling. My mom just, I don't know. It's just that feeling of going to school and just, you have to go to school. You have to get that job. You have to do this in order to live your life and in order to be a work for somebody else. You have to do that. And that was like, that's what I felt like going back to that state of mind. And it was just a horrible feeling, just because I did go to college for a month and I dropped out because I realized this shit is not for me. I'm not built for this. I'm built different. I'm the odd one out, and I believe that. I believe in myself so much that I don't need that life. That life was never meant for me. I always did not like school. I always did not like going to class. I always did not like following the rest of the people. I always liked doing my own thing. I never liked being like other people. I never liked trying to fit in with everybody. I never liked doing that. It was so funny because all through high school I was always a gym rat, posting gym content, not caring what other people think, and probably people thought I was weird and just doing the same shit. And people would just follow each other like, oh, let's go to college and let's go drink and join frats, and bro, this is fun. Like the college experience, like I don't want to do that. That just sounds so like stupid to me. Like why would I waste my life drinking and having all this fun when I could build my when I can just do awesome things. I don't know. It's just I always knew I deserved this life. I always knew I'm meant for this stuff. I always knew from a little kid. I always had desires of doing this and that. And finally, for me, isolating myself, I found myself. This is my desire. This is who I am. This is who I am to do this kinds of stuff. This is who I am. And you guys are gonna see in the future. Every single day, I'm improving myself drastically. And you guys are all going to see. But yeah, let me stop yapping. And that school feeling was just horrible, what my mom mentioned. And that feeling of going to school was horrible. Trying to fit in with everybody else and living the norm. And you have to go to school and you have to get this job. You have to get this job and be successful. Fuck no. Not over here. Not with me. I'm different. I'm different from them. Not me. Nope. I need to go to the gym. That was just a thought I had today. So it's 2 o'clock. We got done trading today. We missed the setup last night. I got off early, and it was because I wasn't patient. I didn't let my hold on in session or my time frames for my strategy close. So I missed a trade. It would be a profit take profit right now, but it's fun. It's Friday though, the end of the week. We took in a total, if we didn't miss that trade, we would have took a total of 4 trades this week, which is a lot. I didn't expect to trade this much with this strategy. If I could show you guys what we're working with and take profit for both. Bang. There's a take profit, and then this is the one we entered in Thursday, and then this is the one we missed. We'll be almost hitting take profit. The one we missed, almost. Oh well though, it's still my strategy, it's still my edge form, so as of now I'm just collecting data on the strategy and just practice executing under live pressure. So that's all that matters to me. I don't care about the money. Well, I do, but I just like to say that. But I try my best just to shy away from that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll update you guys next week with more live trades. This week was a lot of live trades. We had 4 again, like I said. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.